You get that feeling, right, like when a new crypto thing pops up and you go, is this it? Is this the one? Did I miss out again?
Ah, yeah.
Like Pi Network, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Well, today we're diving into Rubi Network.
Okay.
It's another mobile mining project.
Right.
There's a lot of buzz, but we're going to figure out, is it worth the hype?
It is interesting, isn't it? Like this whole like second chance thing in crypto and Rubi Network, they're grabbing attention.
For sure.
Especially because they're saying that one Rubi coin is worth $5.
Yeah, $5.
But we'll get into that.
Okay.
But first, like, what is it? What makes it different?
Yeah, so Rubi Network, Pi Network, they both let you mine crypto on your phone, right?
Yeah.
But what's Rubi doing that's different?
Right.
Like beyond just tapping a button every day?
Yeah, it's more than just the mining, like the mechanism of it.
Okay.
Rubi Network's focusing on like integrating with like real companies and programs.
Okay.
So they're trying to build a more established ecosystem. Mm-hmm.
They actually partnered with a couple of green energy providers.
Yo, wow.
So you can actually offset your carbon footprint through your mining.
So it's not just about individual gains, then it's like a bigger picture.
Exactly. Yeah. And like their referral system is built to grow the community.
Okay.
So the more people you bring in, the faster your mining rate is.
So it's like incentivizing early adoption.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, let's break down how much we could be earning.
No.
How many coins are we talking about here?
So you can mine like 1 Rubi coin per day.
Okay.
Without referrals.
So potentially we could have a good amount before it even hits exchanges.
Exactly. And that's where the $5 valuation comes in.
That's a big number.
Yeah.
$5 a coin before it's even listed.
Well, yeah, that's the big question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, how realistic is that?
Yeah.
It is an estimate from the Rubi team.
Yep.
It's based on their internal calculations and projections.
So like what are they looking at to base this number on? They're looking at the number of coins in circulation.
Okay.
Their projected future demand, their development roadmap.
Okay, so how does that compare to other mobile mining projects like Pi Network? What happened there?
Yeah, Pi's a good example.
Yeah.
It's been fluctuating between like $10 and $50.
Really?
On different exchanges.
Wow.
So it doesn't guarantee anything for Rubi.
Right.
But it gives us like a potential range to think about.
Okay, so there's potential, but we need to look deeper than just the hype.
Yeah.
How do they get to $5?
Absolutely. We need to understand their methodology, their assumptions, and how they're factoring in like, the external forces in the market.
Of course, we can't ignore the risks, right?
Yeah, right.
What are some red flags or questions we should be asking before we just jump in?
Yeah, that's where the critical thinking comes in.
Yeah.
What happens if it doesn't reach $5?
Right.
Are there any concerns about the long-term, sustainability of the Rubi network? We're going to unpack all that in the next part of the deep dive.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right.
So we know Rubi Network has potential, but we need to like think critically about it too, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What can our listeners actually do to like figure this project out, make an informed decision?
I think the first step is to like go deeper, right?
Yeah.
Go beyond the surface level stuff.
Okay.
Like, don't just take the Rubi team's word for it.
Right.
Dive into their website, read the white paper, look at their social media, look for red flags, see if anything's off.
We should probably look beyond their official stuff too, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Independent research, like super crucial.
Yeah.
See what other experts and users are saying. Read articles, reviews, look for analysis from like reputable sources.
So it's like we're checking their story against other people's, right?
Yeah, exactly. Triangulate the information. And don't forget about the community, like the discussions online.
Right.
Check forums, social media, see what people are sharing. Their experiences, their insights. You might find like hidden gems there.
So it's all about getting like a complete view.
Right.
Not just one side.
Exactly. Yeah. And don't be afraid to ask questions.
Okay.
Like engage with the community.
Right.
If anything's unclear, ask for clarification.
Okay.
Voice any concerns you have.
So it sounds like it's not just sitting back and reading, it's like actively participating.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. So let's say after all that, I'm feeling good about Rubi Network.
Okay.
I want to try it out. How do I actually start mining?
It's pretty straightforward.
Okay.
You download the app first.
Okay.
It's on Android and iOS.
Okay. Standard so far?
Yeah. And then once you've got the app, you create an account.
Okay.
Usually just your email and a password. And then you get to verify your email.
Okay.
It's just standard security stuff.
Right.
Prevents spam and keeps the network clean.
So once I'm verified, I'm in a network and I'm mining.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
And the cool thing about Rubi Network is it's super simple.
Okay.
You just open the app daily, tap the button, and that's it.
Okay.
All the hard stuff happens in the cloud.
Oh, okay.
No drain on your battery.
So I'm mining my Rubi coins every day.
Yeah.
What happens next? When can I actually use them? Or, see that $5 dream come true?
That's the big question. And right now, it's all about patience.
Okay.
This phase is just about getting those coins. Think of it as like a pre-launch.
Okay.
Everyone's stacking up.
Okay.
And eventually, the Rubi team will decide when and how we can trade or exchange.
So no guarantee of when or if they'll be on an exchange.
Exactly. That's a risk to think about.
Very cool.
And there's also no guarantee that that estimated value will hold up.
So it goes back to that critical thinking, right?
Yeah.
Weighing the good and the bad, the pros and cons.
Exactly. But on the other hand, early adoption often pays off. If Rubi Network takes off and the value goes up,
Right.
the early miners, those are the ones who benefit the most.
It's like high risk, high reward classic.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk more about that $5 valuation.
Okay.
We talked about being skeptical, but how do we really assess that number?
So the first thing is understanding how they got there.
Okay.
What was their method? What data did they use?
Okay.
What assumptions did they make?
So they need to be transparent about their process.
Exactly.
Okay.
And we also need to look beyond their projections.
Okay.
What are the external factors that could affect the actual value? Like, how do people feel about mobile mining in general? Are there any regulations coming up that could change things?
So we need to see how Rubi Network fits into the bigger picture.
Exactly. And don't forget about the competition.
Oh, yeah.
Are there other projects doing similar things?
Okay.
How does Rubi stand out?
It's like any market, you have to know who else is out there.
Right. And maybe the most important thing is look at the team.
The Rubi team?
Yeah. Who are they? What's their track record?
Okay.
Do they have the skills and the experience to actually deliver?
Because at the end of the day, the project is only as good as the people running it.
Yeah, 100%.
Their vision, their skills, how dedicated they are. That's what makes or breaks Rubi Network.
Couldn't agree more.
Okay, so that $5 figure, it's just a starting point.
Yeah.
We do our own research,
Exactly.
consider everything, and then we decide, do we believe in Rubi Network?
Right.
Okay, I think there's another question here that we haven't really talked about.
Okay.
What if someone's listening and they're thinking, I missed Bitcoin, I missed Ethereum. Is it even worth getting into crypto now?
It's a good question. Especially with how much some cryptocurrencies have grown.
Right, it's been crazy.
But we got to remember, crypto's still young.
Okay.
It's always changing, and there's always new opportunities.
So it's not too late just because I wasn't there at the beginning.
Not at all. Actually, I think it's even more exciting now.
Really?
Yeah, we're seeing so much innovation.
Okay.
Like DeFi NFTs, it's incredible.
So many possibilities.
Yeah, it's a whole new world.
But it can also be like really overwhelming. Right.
Oh, yeah.
For someone new, just trying to figure it all out,
For sure.
where do you even begin?
I think it's all about being curious and being willing to learn.
Okay.
Start with the basics.
Okay.
Learn about blockchain and how cryptocurrencies work.
Mm-hmm.
There's a ton of resources online.
Yeah.
There are even meetups where you can connect with other people interested in crypto.
So don't be afraid to jump in, ask questions, learn as you go.
Exactly. The crypto community is usually really helpful and welcoming,
That's good to hear.
especially to people who are genuinely interested.
Yeah. Okay.
And remember, investing in crypto, it's a journey. It's not like a one-time thing.
Okay.
There will be good times and bad times.
Right.
Stay informed and, adapt to the changes.
So even if I missed Bitcoin or Ethereum, there's still a chance to be a part of this.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. This is exciting.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so let's have some fun now.
Okay.
We've talked a lot about Rubi Network,
Yeah.
but what if we just imagine some what if scenarios?
No, I like this.
Okay.
A what if?
Yeah, like what if everything goes perfectly?
Okay.
Or what if it all goes wrong?
Yeah, this is where we can really see the full range of possibilities.
Exactly.
The good, the bad.
Okay, so first scenario.
Right.
Rubi Network just explodes.
Yeah.
It's like the next big thing. Everyone's using it.
Wow.
What does that do to the crypto world?
That's a great question. I think if they really get that mainstream adoption,
Yeah.
it could fundamentally change how people access crypto.
Yeah.
We could be looking at millions of people all over the world
Wow.
mining crypto just from their phone.
It would be huge for making crypto more accessible, right?
Yeah, definitely. Especially in places where traditional banking is limited.
Yeah.
It could empower individuals, bring in more financial inclusion. Okay.
Maybe even disrupt the whole system.
Okay, let's go the other way.
Right.
What if Rubi Network, it's got all this hype, it's easy to use,
Yeah.
but it just fails?
Oh.
Like it just fizzles out.
Yeah, that's an important question to ask.
Yeah.
Because it shows, the reality of crypto.
Right.
Not every project is going to succeed,
Right.
no matter how good it looks.
So it reminds us to do our research.
Absolutely.
So don't invest more than we can lose.
Yeah, and it really highlights, how important it is to really look at the team,
Okay.
the tech, the market,
Before we jump in.
right before you make any decisions.
Okay, one more. What if
Okay.
Rubi Network goes beyond just mining?
Okay.
What if it's like a platform for all sorts of stuff, like decentralized application services?
Oh, now you're talking.
Yeah.
That's where things get really exciting. If they can use that mobile-first approach, build a strong ecosystem of decentralized apps,
Yeah.
they could disrupt industries way beyond finance.
Yep.
Yeah, like imagine decentralized social media,
Right.
marketplaces, games,
Yeah.
all running on Rubi Network.
Exactly. It's like a future where power is actually with the users.
Yeah.
Not controlled by like a few big companies.
Right, and that fits perfectly with, the whole idea of blockchain,
Exactly.
this decentralized movement.
Yeah, it's all about empowering people,
Yeah.
driving innovation, creating a world that's more open, more transparent, more fair.
Well, that's a pretty inspiring way to think about it.
Yeah,
We've covered a lot in this deep dive.
we have.
Like the basics of Rubi Network,
Yeah.
mobile mining, the future of crypto.
It's been a great conversation.
Yeah, it has.
I hope our listener feels like they can go do their own research now.
Right, and come to their own conclusions about Rubi Network.
Yeah, exactly.
And remember, crypto, it never stops changing.
That's true.
So stay curious, stay informed, always be a little skeptical,
Yeah.
and keep learning.
And who knows, maybe you'll be the one to find that next big thing. The one that changes everything.
That's it for our deep dive into Rubi Network. Thanks for listening, everybody.